Hi everyone, welcome to our Twin Flame reading, the Twin Flame series. It has been a little while, I feel like, maybe not more than a month, but it feels like it's been a long time since I've done one, and my goal this month is to actually do a few of them, because I'm really starting to feel union, and I just feel like messages need to come out, and of course, one reading may not be you, but there could certainly be advice in there, right? Because we're all on a similar path, similar journey, and so we all have to work out certain energy. So different readings can be like your situation, giving you direct advice. So just keep that in mind, and that's why I like to do a few of them. Straighten my camera out. Okay. So, this is what I plan to do for the month of March, along with some he said, she said. And that just means, you're not on the twin flame journey, you're not sure. It's about relationships, definitely. And different types of readings. I'm going to bring some live readings out. So I may forego the monthlies. I haven't decided yet, and I'm thinking, well, March starts tomorrow. So we'll figure it out. But if you don't see the monthlies, it's only going to be for the month of March, and it's just so I can free myself up to really bring some twin flame readings in, and different types of readings in, that I just feel like, now's the time. Because we can always add the monthlies back in. Okay, guys, let's get started. This is Twin Flame, in union, not in union. I feel like more of you are not in union. Maybe once you're in union, it's like, okay, I don't need to check the videos out anymore, which makes sense. But I know there are some who, and I do know some of you are in contact. You have a relationship, just not physically together. So I call that together, and beautiful. So if you're intuitively guided, I always feel you'll be intuitively guided, unless you've been following the readings already. Something will pull you in, and something will make you stay. So let's get into the reading, because I am going to do a spread, and it's a long one. So start with the Tibetan singing bowl. Clearing our mind. Just letting the universe know that we are ready. We're ready. Beautiful. Okay, guys, I'm going to do a spread. I think I did it back in January. We're going to use oracle cards. This is kind of like a he said, she said. We're going to see their perspective and our perspective. And wherever you fit, you'll figure that out. Because you can be a female in the divine masculine energy, and vice versa. It just depends. It depends. And that's why I like doing these type of reads, because I feel like it gives us more than just one pathway. Anyway, we're going to use the oracle cards as the cards that will connect the two. The connection, even the advice. Definitely the advice. And we'll use oracle and 2 sets of tarot. Okay, let's begin. am going to pull a card when I feel it. Be authentic to who you are. You know, sometimes I feel like that's the most important thing. If you cannot be your authentic self, you know, what kind of life is that? And I've been there. You're asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. This is a lesson that both sides are really choosing. Number 39. This is a 12, which is in return a 3. Okay. Love endures. Number 43. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation, especially at a twin flame level. The heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. So how this spread works for me is the bottom row is really past energy. It can certainly flow into present energy, you know, if I haven't cleared it, haven't learned a lesson. So the middle will be really current energy, very recent past, very soon energy, and then our top line will be the potential, right? You can look at it as the outcome, but it's the potential that we can bring, the potential in each of us, and the union. Okay, for the Divine Masculine side, I am going to use the Illuminati. The heart of the matter is number 22, a twin flame number. This is definitely showing me some elements of, well, the past, and I feel individually clearing, you know, what am I trying to say here? Through my dreams, I am actually clearing my energy. Through your sleep, and you're both doing this, but it's not about each other at right this moment or what was. It was about clearing my own energy. You know, issues that I'm maybe not really dealing with. I said I did deal with, but they here's what I feel. I feel like there's been triggers. You know, whether you're in contact with this person or not, there's been triggers. You know, and they don't feel good. You know, it feels like something that sends me into, you know, maybe sadness, yes, but I'm feeling more almost like anger. But that in return sends me to a place that I need to go to deal with something that maybe is, it's within that trigger. Maybe I'm not seeing it. Right? Because, sometimes when we need to be reached through our dreams, it's because we're not dealing with what we're seeing, when we're awake. So we're awake when we see the trigger. And evidently, instead of dealing with it, we are retreating within ourselves. And this is what then comes out. So, it is, it's a necessary process. But does it add time on? Well, it does. Because, again, whatever these triggers are, we have the opportunity to deal with it, face it at that point. So it's like the things that we stuff down inside of us that will ultimately, in some way, affect the actual relationship. So it's important enough that it needs to be cleared, or advised to be cleared. But I kind of feel like some of you, it's just like you don't have a choice. And I'm picking that up very clearly. Like, I feel like I know it for a fact now. Okay, so we open with the Four of Pentacles, and we're going to start at current energy. We have the Prince of Pentacles. We have Judgment. This is definitely showing me that something is going on within their 3D world that evolves around ascension. I feel like it's a graduating of it's a graduation within their spirituality. It's almost like a graduation of dimensions, moving from the 3D to the 4D, the 4D to the 5D. And the recognition of it. And again, I'm feeling the energy of, would I have wanted this to come together, back when we first came across each other, or I first felt the energy? Did I want it to come into my 3D world, into my physical world? And the answer is yes, you did. But what I'm feeling is we're seeing why it really couldn't to be at the highest level. So it is showing that, this graduation needed to happen. And what I feel like the energy is, if it didn't, then the tower would be always threatening. And here we can eliminate that. So purpose behind that time of why patience becomes so important. Love endures. Love is hopeful. Love does not give up or lose faith. Some of us are shedding our skin. But it feels like we're shedding skin that has been damaged and wounded and scarred. But no matter what, you always remain within yourself. You just don't always feel it, right? Okay. I have the Empress. I do feel like for some Divine Masculines, this is going to be talking about a mother figure. I felt the mother figure right away. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Could be a boss. Or I could have mom over here financing something. I'm getting a lot of Pentacles, so I know for the masculine, something within their physical world is being balanced, but I don't feel like it came easy. I do feel like I have a strong female energy, though, somehow invested within what they do. I have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles can certainly be a businesswoman, and if she is a businesswoman, she's a good businesswoman. I don't know why I'm feeling that these strong women are surrounding this divine masculine, but in a supportive character, though I did feel within the Empress energy that this energy was being more domineering. And I feel the Queen of Pentacles, this is past energy. This could be you. And, what we had planned, what we had hoped. Okay, well, let's keep going. I'll come back to it. And I'm looking down the card, the heart of the matter. There's more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. And for some of you, I know it is I feel like a mother figure. I don't feel like a romantic figure at all. Unless it's a mother of their children, something like that. But I do feel a little domineering here. Yet, for whatever the reason, I feel that the Divine Masculine is taking a helping hand. And I'm looking at the number 22 and automatically being reminded it's twin flame. And I feel like this Divine Masculine, whether it's in the front of his mind, realizes he's in this twin flame relationship. So that's good, because a couple readings ago it was about them even just being aware. So I feel like the awareness is there, and maybe even the purpose of why he finds himself or herself needing the stronger energy. Eight is the number of affinity, and I feel like that is what he's thinking. Whatever he's planning, it may be with you in mind, with that type of relationship in mind, because I feel like there's a dedication to it. Whether I was going to say now, so maybe this is something that for some of them they had begun in the past or dreamt of, but now I feel like there's, it's the 8, so it's kind of the beginning of it. I have the 6 of Pentacles. I do feel like some of these Divine Masculines are thinking about your there together, your financial life, your foundation. And I'm feeling more of, this is a card about balance. Yet I feel like in this masculine's mind, it's not about whether you work, you don't work. Because I feel like it's just not how he thinks. Like, okay, well, she'll be half, and she'll be paying half the bills. He'll be paying half the bills. I just don't feel like his mind is thinking that, doesn't think that way. Almost like taking on the head of the household. Now, I'm not feeling the energy where I don't want them to do anything, or I wouldn't support it. I don't feel that. I do feel they would support you, but I still feel in their mind it feels important to them to be able to present you with this type of foundation. We have the Ace of Cups. This is moving into future potential. So what I love is it's at the top of your reading, and the energy is pouring down on it. So it's all this is based out of love, pure love, true love, divine love. But with that romantic love, longing, all of that. So, you know, they're not so far up in their spirituality that they no longer have these human conditions, right? Longing to be with someone. That longing creates, for some, a trigger to make the move. The Princess of Swords. I haven't talked about any people here. Princess of Swords could be. Though I don't really feel like we're going to be talking about karmics. I feel like that is energy. How do I want to say this? Because even if they are still with the karmic, I feel like the energy has moved above that. You know, so allowing themselves to dream of the future. Okay? And I feel like that's all of them. Allowing themselves to really dream about the future and what it would be like and what it could be like and everything it can be. I feel like they are keeping it in a positive, they have a positive outlook on this, you know, and true ascension, you know, graduation. And we also have the Five of Pentacles attached to that. And you know, I don't know. I mean, I hate to go to the outcome already, but it's quite beautiful in the way that they're thinking. And not just that, this is showing me action. And what else is it showing me is moving out of the wounded energy, you know, like woe is me, even if you have every right to feel that way or think that way. This is about a higher energy. So within that higher energy, we have to be willing to put those things away, hand them over to God, you know, stick them back in the suitcase of your mind, because this is how we get the graduation. I feel like the masculine is, you know, it's showing me that is what they will do. And I also I feel like they're going to have very humble energy. They're becoming much more humble. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Princess of Wands. I stopped talking about people, didn't I? So, Princess of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, usually younger energy. The Empress. I feel the Empress as Taurus, Virgo. But there is also water energy, very strong. Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And Prince of Pentacles, same thing, just younger. But I have to be honest, the only people I'm feeling is down here. This is the overall energy, and I really feel this is, you know, I feel like this is them thinking about your best qualities, you know, remembering. Because I do feel like this was at a younger time, and it's the remembrance of, and, you know, I feel like for some it's like, you know, you had a free spirit back then, you know, and they admired that about you. And I feel like I have to ask you, if that's you, do you still have that free spirit? Because that is who you are. And I don't mean wild and crazy, but I mean, you know, wand energy. Yeah. I want this person, so I'm going after this person. Chips fall where they may. So, I don't know. I just feel like they are remembering some things about you that okay, we're going to use the universal deck. I'm seeing the 11 pop out. The corner cards equal 11. With the Ace of Cups in the middle, this is recognition. You know, it's not just recognition, but it's no doubt. You know, it's, I get to the point where I no longer have doubt. Two people being their authentic self. And there's nothing more beautiful in love when it's coming from your authentic self and you're able to show that. Matter of fact, for some of you, this may be an area that you've kind of shut down within yourself. Because I definitely feel the Divine Masculine requesting almost, cherishing who you truly are. And why do I feel like you shut that down? You shut that part away. Just notice the Hermit on the bottom of the deck, so Divine Feminine, this might be something you want to look into. I have the Two of Swords. And I feel like this is someone's energy. I feel like you're trying to close yourself off from this experience. I feel like for some of you, it's like I haven't been able to feel the Divine Masculine's energy, and boy, don't hate me. I gotta stop saying that. But I feel like, you know, if that's you, I don't feel like their energy has stopped. If anything, quite the opposite. I feel like, if anything, their energy should be picking up and should be becoming stronger than ever before. Just notice the World. And I feel like what that's telling me is, for some of you who's giving up hope, I guess, you know, you need to see your world the way that you want your world. Picture it in your mind as it is. It's almost like when you picture it in your mind, you're actually creating it. And then it's just catching up to it. And I do feel for a few of you who, again, I'm not really feeling their energy like I used to, or not at all. I feel like some of those triggers are for you. So this is another thing I need to look at. Wow, it's like really telling us what we need to look at. Yeah. Did we lose that free spirit in us? And should we bring it back? Yes. Are we giving up hope? Yeah. And I feel like, you know, you don't have to do this, but it's about trusting in the process. I can go back earlier where it was talking about why there's this time period. And we have to start looking at that as an important part of the process. Because more or less, if these clearings don't take place, and they have to come from each individual, right? Just because I'm a twin flame doesn't mean that I don't have my work to do and they don't have their work to do. You know, we want to come to each other as free and clear as we can. Not perfect, but as free and clear as we can, because we have those opportunities to clear things up. And again, can it slow down the process? Yeah, if we just keep ignoring the triggers, which are actually put in place for you. But I feel very peaceful energy up here. Like just very, very peaceful and grounded. We have the full, beautiful. What's the full energy about? Full energy is about not carrying anything from the past, because where you're at and where you're going doesn't require it. You know, it's the collective wisdom that you've gained. But moving forward, it's not, you know, once I clear this energy like they ask me, you know, like I'm being advised, my higher self is advising me, like, come on, Sandy, come on. Once I do that, you know, I'm promised the Fool's energy, which is lighthearted and carefree and, you know, like you were. And granted, we have the world's problems on our shoulders, but doesn't mean we have to agree to carry it around. Compartmentalize it. So, you know, the Fool's looking right at the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords energy means many different things, but here I feel like, you know, I am looking for it, I'm searching for it, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it like I used to. King of Pentacles. So we do have the Queen and King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And I have to tell you what this energy reminds me of right immediately. I was talking to my guy, and we were just talking about past energy, and I was telling him a story about something that happened to me when I was younger, and you know, it's just something that affected who I am, who I became, and all that. And not always in a, well, many times in a negative way. But anyway, one day I just made a conscious effort to start forgiving. So I did. I forgave. And I swear, this is about my mother, guys. You know, she just never really showed attention or said I loved you. Never said I loved you. A really career-oriented, but, you know, if you're a child, you don't know that. Anyway, her last 2 years of her life, she got a disease, and through this disease, it's like it eliminated this negative part of her brain. You know, it's just gone. And she started calling me sweetheart and telling me she loved me and giving me compliments, and it was just the strangest thing. But what I realized is, after I forgave, I got exactly what I needed, right? That blessing came to me. But it took work on my part. So you better believe I started figuring my life out after that. Anyway, I feel like for some of you, this is about union. And when does it come? It comes when you're the Fool. And by the way, this Fool does have love in their heart. You have love in your heart. It's there. It's like, honestly, when you become the Fool, then I can see this love. It like radiates throughout you. You know, honestly, it's like now you are walking love. So the steps to get here are very important. And I feel like, I really feel like they're important. Don't skip them. We have the Queen of Wands. You know, and the Queen of Wands is very intuitive energy, and I feel like for some of you, you are very intuitive. I do feel like this is your energy. Could also be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like this is your energy, and it's talking about, you know, I just feel like back in the day you trusted your intuition, but maybe you feel like it's failing you. The Devil, card of Capricorn. Boy, I feel like a few of you took a quick left turn. You know, like you're on a certain path. This is in your past, but you're on a certain path, and then I don't know if like someone came along, and as it feels like I take this quick left turn, but this left turn changes the projection of my life. And I do feel like it's a person. Could be Capricorn, of course. You know, was it karmic? It just feels so abrupt. And I'm going to be honest, I'm feeling for some, you know, maybe having an affair. Right? Like somebody's energy pulled you in. And, you know, I don't feel like this person has any weight in your life now. To be honest, I feel like back then, I don't know. You know, I'm picturing like the bad boy, the bad girl, and using their alluring energy and pulling you in. And I do feel like there was a regret later on. We have the Five of Wands. Yeah, I definitely feel like that happened in some way, you know, in some form. But, you know, here is to me the energy of twin flames fighting. Twin flames arguing, but there's never a winner. Never a winner. The energy is too similar. So it's just that energy of, you know, and what we're fighting about, there's just no winner. There can't be a winner. It's just, it's broken. And what I feel is, this is why, you know, this to one felt like a tower moment, right? And to the other, you know, I'm about to have an affair, so to speak, you know, somewhere in that range. But whatever it is, this left turn grabbed me. Took me in. Pulled me in. And the other definitely finding out about it. You know, it's funny because I do have the Queen of Pentacles over here, and as I look at the spread right now, I have the Queen and King of Pentacles. So I know the read's talking about them. So, you know, you're on their mind whether you're Pentacles or not, you know, whether you're Earth or not. You're on their mind, but, you know, and this Mother over here, I wonder for some of you if this is who got involved, because he's got two women, two people in his life that it's important that he keep in his life. And I have to say, as I'm talking about this, I feel like, you know, even if like this affair thing happened, and the breakup happens, I feel even back then, this person knowing that, you know, this Queen of Pentacles is and always will be that special person who has their heart. Okay. Oh, look at that. Two of Cups. This is true connection. This is seeing eye to eye versus battling each other. This is like-minded. You know, we come together with like-minded goals and willing to do what the other needs, right? Putting the other before myself, because this is about unconditional love, and we know that. It's also about union. So we have a couple cards on both sides that talk about that. $22. Or that way, the Ace of Swords, and it's coming under the Oracle card, be authentic to yourself. And this is what the Ace of Swords is about. It's being true to yourself. But through being true to yourself, it is what opens you up to truly love another. Why? Well, first thing is, it gets rid of all those cobwebs of self-doubt. What are they doing? I don't trust them. A lot of times when we don't trust someone else, it's because we have that pain in our own heart. And we still carry it. Ace, brand new. And it's willing to allow it to be brand new. Even if we've come together 4 other times, allowing it to be brand new. You have 2 aces here with this 2 of Cups. You know, and this is energy of both allowing them, both feeling good within themselves. We have the 7 of Pentacles, and we have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, let's jump back down, and let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. We have the Knight of Swords. Beautiful. I'm feeling this energy as willing energy, recognition, and then movement within that. So I do feel each side is, you know, and then I do have the Princess of Wands here, and then I have the Knight of Swords. What a cute couple. I don't know, that's what I feel like. Like, back in the day, was this the couple? Well, you know, if so, both just seem to have their mojo back. Okay, let's bring in the Cosmic Tarot. And we're just going to use this as clarifying here and there. We're certainly not going to do every card. it would take forever. And I want to look at the energy over here for the masculine, and I want to know, I'm going to go just a little bit deeper on that. You know, but I do know they're in planning stage. They're preparing to build the foundation, make it stronger. And I feel like a lot of it is within finances. Could even be building a home, buying the mother's home. But whatever he's doing it with purpose of securing a future. Okay. Okay, I want to look at, well, I think I'm just going to take a clarifier in each one of them, because I want to know about each one of their actions. I feel like I have 3 people here. I feel like one is your energy, one is their energy, and then I have this other female energy who, I just feel like for some it's a mother. They may have even just started working at a family business, maybe in hopes of eventually taking it over. I have the 10 of Swords. Wow. I don't know why I didn't feel like the Empress was the most loving of energy, and she is the most loving, right? But not today. Because she's spewing out these swords. So this is showing me the effect it has on the Divine Masculine, the effect it has had. You know, and this may be part of what he is working on overcoming. Is the 10 of Swords, though. It's able to, at least the feeling of it is able to end. The burden of it. Definitely the clearing of it. Got the 8 of Cups. And again, it's showing me his ascension. The willingness to graduate as they do. Which is current energy. So, you know, realizing, and I feel like they're also realizing, you know, again, this mother energy. Again, it could be a tough boss too, but whoever it is, they feel like I can't just eliminate him from my life, that type of thing. Anyway, you know, they knew that there were things that they needed to work on. They had that awareness. And 8 with 8. The realization of, again, you know, your importance in their life. Even if they didn't act like it. It's what they're becoming aware of. You know, they were becoming aware of it, but I don't feel like it was spoken. Not everyone, because I feel like part of that graduation is and will be in the way they can then express themselves. I don't feel like this person maybe ever had an easy time talking about what's in their heart. And, you know, chances are is because of the, I don't know why, I feel like this person like spews hate. We'll take another card now, but I do feel her energy is, whoa. Anyway, this king, you're divine. Wheel of Fortune, beautiful. That's exactly what I'm talking about. This person knowing that their destiny is with you. And, you know, I feel like this is a gradual process, too. You know, did they always think that? No. But you've always been on their mind. You know, someone can say to themselves, you know, chances are that's who I want to spend the rest of my life with. And then some people, before they have this graduation, will be like, well, you know what? I should get out there and date and get different experiences before I settle down. Someone's masculine is thinking that. Not all of them, but some of them. I do feel like these are the ones who you may have had a very long connection to. Anyway, this is firmly placing you within their destiny. Alright, let me look at this. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this Empress in some way affects his foundation. Probably his home. It has a hold over it in some way. Yet, I feel like in some way it's going to be rectified too. But maybe we don't need to be involved at that point. This could be another thing that needed to be dealt with. And again, I feel like if this is a family business, this person may be, at least within their mind, planning on someday being the owner, taking it over. But until then, this person's got a pretty rational mind. And patience. Okay, let's keep going. Let's move over to your energy. And remember, it can all be vice versa. You'll know. I want to look more into what's going on over here. What was going on. Look at that, with the Five of Wands twice. It's weird because when I look at this card through the monitor, I don't see any of the pinks and the reds. But when I look at it, it's super, super red to me. And I feel it's anger. I feel it's anger. And I feel two people anger. So I do feel like for some of you, this went to a place of real anger. I don't feel that very often with this card, but yeah. So, you know, it almost feels like a Ten of Swords to me, but like each having a Ten of Swords, back and forth, back and forth. But anger. And I also feel like whatever this anger is, and whatever the reason, this may have been something that only time could heal. It could have felt that bad, but I do have both in this energy. I have the Three of Wands. For some of you, I feel like again, this bad boy or bad girl, I feel like, you know, I do feel like you were somewhat persuaded. I feel like they painted a picture for you of what could be, and it wasn't. You know, maybe for the beginning. And I'm wondering, I don't know, I just, I feel like I was falsely led, but I also allowed myself to go. Queen of Wands, you know, can't really, somebody can't say, you know, you can't go. Yes, I can. I'm going to prove it. You know, I felt Leo energy real quick there. I have Temperance. I have the Ace of Pentacles. I have the World. And I have the Two of Wands. So your life is changing. You know, your life as you know it is changing. We're talking about twin flames, though, okay? Doesn't mean everything is up in the air or, you know, oh my God, I'm going to lose my job and get something new. It's, you know, it's whatever you want here. The Ace of Pentacles is being presented to you, and you have 3 aces in this reading between you. And they're all coming out at the perfect time, I feel. You know, it's showing the action down here of something that truly hurt another, but both parties are hurting. I know that without doubt. The 5 and the 5, you know, both feeling it. But change. It's also about change. So I was in that energy, but I have moved out of it. Whether by choice or not, or destruction, whatever it was, because I don't feel like, if this is a karmic down here, I don't feel like it ended pretty. And I feel like because their energy might have been a little wackadoodle, I don't feel like it took you long to figure it out. Anyway, this is about, you know, if it's karmic, then there's a lesson in there for you. There's a lesson in there for you. And, you know, it shouldn't be hard to find. When the universe gives us lessons, they're not, you know, they're hidden, so to speak. But it's because sometimes you got to peel away. But then they stand out. We have Temperance. Temperance is about hope, right? But it's about divine order. Everything working in divine order and trusting. So having patience within the process, the fire and the water. Having patience with that. And knowing that if I'm doing my work, then chances are they're doing their work in some form. Because you do feed off of each other's energy. It's also about the energy that I send a person. You know, and it's all about what energy I'm in. This is bringing it back to that divine place and allowing your mind and heart to follow. Ace of Pentacles from the King of Pentacles or Queen of Pentacles. This tells me a couple things. This is about moving forward in our 3D world, especially with the Two of Wands attached to that. And I feel like Temperance is saying, you know, get yourself ready. Here it is. Oh, look at that. There's a card hidden. Oh, it's the World card. Look at that. Your decision whether you accept this change. With this change, Temperance asked for a few things, right? The clearing away to become the Fool. And trusting within divine order and divine timing. It just feels to me like it's saying it is coming to your 3D world. But it's coming from a higher energy. And we need to remember that like attracts like. I want to attract love to me. Then I need to come from love. Not perfection. Just love. It's a choice. Because I feel like what it's saying is when we're faced with the choice, a choice in front of us, We have to decide whether we're coming from love or we're coming from fear. We get to choose that. And that can change really everything. The world energy is about living this time period of your life. And I do feel like when the world comes up, it's for the rest of your life. But choosing to live it through your authentic self, knowing the importance of that. And understanding that if I cannot do that, then this is what I need to work on, because having a mask on will not work in this type of relationship. You'll just keep feeling small, and there's no need for that, because you're not. You know, this is about letting divine orchestrate your love story. Okay. Okay. Let's look at the King of Pentacles. See if there's anything else he wants to say. You know, he's cloaked in red, and this lets me know that this king is ready to put actions behind everything he's been doing. This king wants it in his physical world. And if it exists, then he wants it. I have the King of Swords, and I have the Magician. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, I feel like what this is telling me is showing up as the King of Swords on the King of Pentacles. It's showing us his authentic energy, living from his truth. The Magician is here. This person has been working on himself, first of all. And I just want to say real quick, I feel like the Magician is showing up saying, when you become the Fool's energy, back to your authentic self, because you were once that, it feels kind of magical, kind of meant to be, that this is when the blessing of the union can begin to take place, can begin to move into the physical world, not separate of the spiritual. When I can take on that full energy. It's not very often I feel the masculine is waiting on the feminine. Usually it's the opposite. You know, how it's shown to me in my mind is, you know, like a path in the woods, and the feminine is always a little ahead of the masculine, saying, come on, you know, come on. But then she goes ahead and explores, and eventually, come on. So it's not all her attention on him, but they're on this path together. Here, I feel like for some of you, the masculine is jumping ahead, because it is kind of, especially with Temperance came out. Card Sagittarius, I don't know if I said that before. And what I also love, it's showing me as this king is manifesting, he's very aware of what he wants, very aware of it. It's not a general, bring me love. No. My divine feminine. Also becoming aware of everything. You know, here's the beautiful thing about this. Not only is it, if I do the work, I'm able to move into the full energy, which is such a beautiful energy. And as both of you come to this awakening, graduation, what you realize is there will not be a need to go back to that lower energy. When I say graduation, I don't mean a graduation, I mean a graduation for good. So true awareness, true wisdom, and the ability to then, and it doesn't affect me going forward ever again. Even if it affected me every single day of my life, once I do this work, learn to really love my authentic self. It's a freedom within. Brings out the free spirit in you. Okay, I want to look at the Two of Swords before we move on. Just to see if there's anything else we can pull out of that. You know, I am feeling spring energy. That would be North America. Doesn't mean South America, you know, this energy is not for you. It's just for some, I need to say that. And, you know, the spring energy is a new energy. Right? It's the beginning of Aries. We're in Pisces energy right now, which is about coming from loving energy. I have the Eight of Wands. So yeah, I mean, you're waiting to feel spiritual signs. You're waiting to feel, listen, you're waiting to feel this, but I'm wondering if you're expecting it to come in like a spiritual way, so you're missing the concrete 3D way. I know you want to feel that unconditional love, right? King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I do feel like for some of you this is your king on your mind. And the Six of Swords, beautiful. So this is healing energy. This is the ability to heal, especially within my way of communicating, and through that, things start to turn around in my life. Things start to get better. But I need to look at, you know, I needed to look at my I feel like it's more about communication. How I communicate, maybe even my feelings and my wishes and. And, you know, I want to say, be aware that, you know, if you're not feeling guidance, if you're not feeling comforted and everything is available to you, it is because, you know, there's like cobwebs and they just need to be cleared away. Okay, let's go up to the top. I feel like I just went right through the feminines. Actually, I want to come over to the masculine. I want to look at current. Though I just don't feel like I have any question there. Let's put a card on Judgment. Look at that, Death. Beautiful. This is the ending of one way of being. This is the ending of, you know, it's the ending of the way my life used to be, but it is emerging into, I don't know, glory. He had to be willing to end what was no longer serving him, but being shown that. So very clearly being shown this, the divine masculine is being guided. But this time he's paying attention. His awareness has increased immensely. So it's showing us that what's being asked of you was also asked of him, and his willingness to do it is what he's doing right now. So he's closing a lot of doors, but with great belief in what's to come. He's trusting the divine path here. He's definitely trusting it. Okay, I'm going to leave that be. I mean, alright, let's go up to the Two of Cups. Look at that energy together. The Four of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Four of Wands is that special connection. It's the one we all dreamed of. It's the one we all want. And not everyone gets it. I feel like for a few of you, you don't believe it can come together. You don't believe it will come together, period. And what is pulling at you are your fears. It's energy of living in the past, or the past affecting my today. My past putting up a wall that I feel I can't walk through. Definitely not being myself. I am doing this on a Two of Cups. So I know the connection is true, but for whatever the reason, again, you're not feeling it, but the Ace is there. And I don't mean you're not feeling it. I shouldn't have said that. There's just fear. And it is fear over an actual connection. Maybe it won't happen. Or if it does, will I be good enough? It's not the energy you want to take forward. Hence we need to go way back. Start right back at the 22. Look at that. The Devil energy is coming out. I just want to clarify the Eight of Swords a little bit deeper. Again, can be energy of Capricorn. I know Capricorns must be like certain cards. I don't know. I think the tarot could change. And this can be a positive energy. This is about the balancing of the light and the shadow and living with them in harmony. But I'm feeling for you, this is more about a negative influence that has stuck with you. We could go way back to this person. This person could have been, building you up for failure. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't like that person. I also feel for some of you, it does come down to trust issues. Whether will they truly trust me, or can I truly trust them? An energy that will be worked out, but again, I need to get rid of my own cobwebs first. Let's take one more. I feel like for some of you, you've been in this energy of not being able to move forward, not having them, but not being able to move forward, feeling tied to it, and that was never the purpose, right? And 2020, because I feel like another thing I need to work on is I have felt so tied to their energy, and what I allowed myself to do is kind of stop moving forward. Again, I'm picturing you guys on that path, and the Divine Feminine, as she moves forward, she's exploring and she's having fun. Doesn't mean he's out of the picture. He's right there. You can always feel the energy. But that period was misunderstood. And this is another reason why divine order is really important, because divine order doesn't skip steps. Each has to be, like the death card, looked at, experienced, taken as wisdom, and then closed out. And not resisting it. It's the process. Okay, well, that's where someone's fear is lying. I do feel like somebody is wondering, you may be feeling this union coming together, starting to feel that energy, and I do feel a little bit of fear of, even though you want it, right? I want it so bad, but oh my God, what will it be like? Will it be okay? And it's like if each partner is balanced, yeah, it's going to be better than okay. All right, I'm going to go over to this Ace of Cups real quick. And then I think we'll close it out. We have the Prince of Pentacles. A lot of earth energy. And I know why it's earth energy, because this is about potential of union, right? When? Well, I kind of got to go back to, whenever I'm willing to do certain things. And if I've already done it, just look back. Have I been triggered lately? And what are those triggers trying to tell me? Have the Four of Cups. I feel like this masculine has really thought long and hard. I really feel that they have thought long and hard. I feel like some of them are even thinking at this point, or soon, like picturing in their mind maybe either the initial physical meeting, and I'm not feeling like, well, I'm not going to say not sexual, because that may be part of it, but he's feeling the love. He's allowing himself to picture it. And wow, he's manifesting it through that. I swear, I feel like the masculine, started in the mud, both started in the mud, and the feminine always a little ahead, but I feel like the masculine over here jumped ahead. Okay. We have the King of Pentacles and the Prince of Swords. So the King of Pentacles, again, so we know he's definitely meant to be here. And I'm feeling really grounded. Someone who's really grounded. I don't know what to say other than this masculine has been working on everything. From emotions to even dealing with difficult people and overcoming. And then building for what he sees, what he wants, what he is wanting to manifest. With great confidence, I have to tell you. If I build it, they will come. If I build it, she will come. Communication. You know, I always feel like communication come in any way, any form. But when swords come up, a lot of times I do feel that this is, you know, initially it could be a phone or social media or something like that. Okay. I am just going to do final. And we're just going to do it on the whole spread. We got the Five of Pentacles, and I feel the Five of Pentacles here is talking about soul family. Meeting soul family along this journey and their importance in helping you step by step, so to speak. And if somebody popped into your mind right away, that's definitely, you know, it's all part of the divine order. I don't feel like this journey is easy. I don't feel like it was easy. And I do feel like, you know, because I feel like I've traveled from poverty to riches. Riches is where I will end up. But boy, I started in poverty. But I'm seeing the growth from that. So even if I'm in poverty right now, I just feel like what it's saying is helpful people being put in place for you. Pre-orchestrated. And now you may notice that when as you meet them, you might just say, hey, we agreed to this before our birth. Ace of Wands, beautiful. This is moving forward with passion. Allowing passion to really guide me. You know, what it's reminding me of is being in stormy weather day after day, week after week, month after month, and then the sun comes out and is shining brightly. It's a new day, it's a new dawn. I have the Seven of Cups. And I have the Nine of Cups. Real quick, I feel like what this is saying is don't allow yourself to become confused. See what your past was about. You know, really see what it's about. Recognize the times that someone from your soul family showed within your life and the blessing that that is. Like, take time to recognize all that. It's moving you. You know, I love that you have the Nine of Cups here. Because this is when I am feeling really good within myself. My cups feel full. I could stay right where I'm at and know that I am still blessed. And this is allowing yourself to really feel We have the Hangman. We have the Ten of Wands. And clearly this is energy of, do I let this go? Do I let the Ten of Wands go? Ten of Wands is just the, you know, like I have to keep moving forward, right? It's heavy. And many times it's dealing with other people's dramas. The Hangman's asking if we are staying too long within a certain energy. Universal, it can end. It can end. It can end. I have the Queen of Wands and the Princess of Wands. And I feel like we're going back to this Queen of Wands, where it's about taking on the energy, right? Bringing back the free spirit in me. No longer allowing myself to carry these 10 wands around of other people's drama, some mine. You know, and they look like matchsticks to me, like it's telling you just to light the match and let it go. And you may get to the energy where you literally just feel like this is too much. Recognize that when you do. And I've noticed Saturn here, you know, and Saturn's about lessons. Saturn teaches us lessons. Hangman kind of keeping you in that energy. The Hangman's about gaining wisdom. So, you know, some of you know, like, okay, I gotta finish this Ten of Wands out. Whether that be this self-reflection. But it's not easy energy. But you know it's important energy. Realize that many things that have been going on in your life are lessons. Are you ready to ascend? I say that I am, but am I? It just feels like it all comes back to being my authentic self. And the only way I can be my authentic self is to like my authentic self. And look at the strength throughout my life. I know the Divine Masculine has been going through that also. But this time, I feel like not only do they catch up to you, but they surpass you. But that's okay. That's okay. It's important. And here is the reignition of that. You know, it shows me the passion is back in your heart again. Difficult times are able to end, you know. About really coming from your spirituality. You know, it's the melding of the two, but the higher mind will help direct you through this, will help get you through it also. And keeping this free spirit. You know, it's not for everyone a free spirit. Well, it is to a different level, whatever free spirit to you, where you remember yourself as being yourself. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. I love that we have the Ace of Cups on the masculine and the Two of Cups on the feminine. Quite beautiful. Let's read the Oracle card one more time. The heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. Recognize the spiritual path. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. It's a big task, but this is who we are. Be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. I love you guys. Keep an eye out for another twin flame. Well, there's going to be a few. this month. So, you know, if you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell. That's how you'll get the notifications. If you're new, welcome. I hope you feel comfortable and fit right in. I know you will. But same thing, if you subscribe, then hit the bell. And I'm also going to do some lives. So definitely hit the bell. You can always unhit it, you know, but for this month, I tell you, hit it. Alright guys, I love you so much. Thank you for everything. Thank you everyone for checking out my daughter's channel, Jenny Love Tarot. I put her little icon on my end screen. You can just take your mouse and go right over it. But thank you. She has already begun doing lives and is just loving it. She's doing free card readings. So yeah, definitely go hit the bell on her channel if you want some free card readings. And we're going to do something together this month, so some exciting things coming out. The monthlies will only be held back for the month of March. Maybe not. I mean, I don't know yet. If I can get them out, I will. But otherwise, thank you. Thank you for always showing up. I love you guys so much. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.